that's right. I am not going with the Minnesota Vikings in the Balls on Fire segment for a third consecutive week. You know I can't do that. You know I don't do that. That's not how I roll. I like to mix it up, keep it fresh, keep it spicy. But so we're going new champs, because we got new champs in both the WWE and the UFC. And that happened on Saturday at UFC 194 and on Monday Night Raw following Sunday's TLC pay-per-view earlier this week. So we will be combining our WWE and our UFC talk this week, and that's what we're leading the show with. So we're going unconventional all the way here, right out of the gate on Balls Deep this week. Now, to keep it as honest and authentic as possible, I'm going to start out specifically with the WWE's new champion, that being Roman Reigns. No offense, UFC fans, Conor McGregor, Dana White. I love UFC, but I love WWE too. And I've got a unique angle to that one that I'm coming with. Okay, so just hold tight. It'll be there in a second. But as a lot of you probably know or have figured out by now, if you're regular listeners of the show, or if you know me personally, I'm a big WWE fan. I watch every Monday Night Raw. I don't watch a whole lot of SmackDowns. I watch every pay-per-view. My son and I have been to, just about 10 WWE events. Both, live shows, pre-taped shows, untaped house shows, and pay-per-views, just within the last couple years. So we're big on WWE in my household here. Why I'm fired up about what happened within the past couple of days, Sunday at TLC, and then mostly Monday at Raw, with the title changing hands and Roman becoming new champ and ending the mini Sheamus era here, and now kind of being full on with the Roman Reigns era, new. He's the babyface. He's the new guy babyface that they've been trying to put, build up to the top of the company for over a year now. They've preferred him to Daniel Bryan. They know at some point in time that John Cena needs to hand that torch down. He can't work forever, and that's about all they've really had for at least the last year or two. Goal! Was that Pominville? No way! Pominville on the goal! Yeah! Oh, that was a replay. Dang it, I thought that was live. Nuts. Well, maybe that means the game's over and we won. Anyway, sorry, back to the wrestling talk. I told you, I warned you that I'd be distracted. No, that was live. Yeah, Wild up 3-1 on the Rangers as I'm watching. But anyway, we can talk about all the, building of new stars and, proper booking and getting people over, and, we can talk about all that stuff, but that's not what has got me fired up about the title changing hands Monday night and going to Roman Reigns. I have no problem with Roman Reigns winning the title now and in that fashion. I actually think I'm fairly impressed, and I think they finally got it right. It happened in Philly, where a year ago he was booed out of the building when they were trying to get him on his first title run, but it was well received this Monday night. No freaking way! The Wild score again! Oh my gosh, they're on a tear! 4-1 Wild! Goal! Who got that one? Sutter? Oh, Porter. Ooh, that was pretty freaking top right corner off the shoulder of Lundqvist. to put 4 goals on Lundqvist, I mean, holy cow, that's impressive. He's one of the best goalies in the league. He's likely a Hall of Fame goalie when his career is done, I would think. Geez, are they going to put a 5th one on him there in like a 2-3 minute period? Holy cow, we got it in their zone. Man, this is a great hockey game. I wish I didn't have to be putting on a sports talk show / podcast. Oh, that's right, I'm putting on a sports talk show / podcast. Okay, so where we were at with the wrestling again. None of that stuff, I'm not anti-Roman, I'm not pro-Roman, I'm not like super happy he won the title, I'm not super upset he won the title. Like I said, I am impressed at how they finally were able to book him properly and get him over successfully, and then get the title in his hands. But here's what's got me fired up about it. I watch Monday Night Raw every Monday. I mean, I watch Monday Night Raw every Monday. It's just, it's habit, it's ritual. In my household, for me at least, and my son. However, this past Monday, I had to work out of state. At the time that Monday Night Raw is on, it was an evening job. And so for like the one Monday, and one of like maybe the 3 Mondays out of the whole calendar year, the last Monday since I can remember when, that I had to miss Monday Night Raw. They changed the title. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I've been sitting through months, okay, weeks upon weeks, which have been to months upon months of just crappy, boring, bad Raw on Monday nights. Just every week, Monday after Monday. And the one that I missed, the one that I'm not watching, that's when you bring Vince McMahon back on, surprise special guest appearance, where he makes a match that gives Roman one more title shot because he doesn't agree with how the title match ended and how there was interference at the TLC main event between him and Sheamus, where Sheamus successfully defended against Roman in a TLC match. However, Sheamus would not have won that match without interference from the, very recently formed and, will be shortly lived League of Nations faction, which is basically all the top foreign guys, and they're all bad guys too, coincidentally. Vince still very much in charge of the product. Exhibit A. But so he comes out and makes a match that, Roman gets another title shot, but then, Authority gets to add a stipulation because it's only fair or whatever, something like that. And, if Roman loses, he has to retire. Now, to me, that right there is your spoiler that Roman's actually going to win. Even though they do fake retirements the same way they do fake injuries, just to give guys a little vacation time, a little time off. However, with Roman being a young guy and an everyday worker, and Road to WrestleMania starting at the next pay-per-view, Royal Rumble, one of my, if not my favorite pay-per-view of the WWE calendar year, it was very unlikely that, Roman was going to be taking time off anytime soon. So, a little bit of a spoiler that he was going to win, but still a good little bit of a spoiler, because you got to drop that and then, let that build and advertise on Twitter and, whatnot, the intranet, for the next 1 to 2 hours until the actual match, because that's not the type of thing you can just announce beforehand. But you're doing it clearly for ratings, or you wouldn't be doing it on Raw. You'd be doing it at a pay-per-view, like you almost always do. The main title almost never changes. on a weekly WWE show. It almost exclusively changes hands at pay-per-views. Like I said, it's not 100% the case, but it is at least 90% the case, if not more. I'd be confident to say if we actually looked up the numbers, 98% of the times the title has changed hands, it was not on a weekly episodic show by WWE. It was on some form of pay-per-view or, once a month type of, or less type of event. So, the point of that is, I had no reason to believe that, the one reason I guess I did have to believe, before I get to my gripe, is that, the Monday Night Raw following a pay-per-view does tend to be a good Monday Night Raw, but not following TLC, 1 to 2 weeks before Christmas. You'd expect the week after Christmas, or the first week of January to be when, Raw starts getting big again and building towards the Royal Rumble, which is a very big pay-per-view. The WWE bills it as like its third or fourth biggest pay-per-view. In my opinion, it's, the third, second, or first. Some years I like it better than WrestleMania. Most years I like it better than SummerSlam, but not always. But so, had I had any reason to really, really genuinely believe that something might be going down, or had I maybe had more time to scroll through Twitter prior to having to leave for work and stuff, I might have found some spoiler teasers, rumors, something that would have led me to believe. But, I didn't set my DVR to record it. And it's like the biggest Raw of the year, basically, or the most memorable. And I just missed it. I just totally freaking missed it. I had to hear from all my other WWE fan friends, did you watch Raw? Did you see what happened? Oh my gosh, can you believe it? And, of course, it's just, no. And I can't even go back and watch it now because I don't DVR Raw, because Raw has been just almost unbearably bad for the past several months. And they usually don't ever do big stuff on Raw, but yeah. I'm still, I went from fired up to really bummed. Let's see, where can we go to get me in a better mood again? Again, we talked about all the, young new star, babyface getting over, future, all that stuff. So I feel like we're pretty good with at least Raw in the championship picture. The main significant thing that happened at the actual TLC pay-per-view itself was we have a new Intercontinental Champion. Much to my dismay, Kevin Owens lost cleanly to Dean Ambrose, and Dean Ambrose is now your Intercontinental Champ. I don't like it because there was no storyline or rivalry or feud. It was really just a handing over of the title from KO to Dean Ambrose. And, to me it locks in Dean Ambrose on that mid-card level, which might be a good thing now if Roman is over and in the main event pictures of things. Dean... Yeah, Dean it's probably right, I guess, for Dean to carry that mid-card level, but I still have an issue, with just there being no storyline whatsoever. Just, oh yeah, these guys are, Dean's number one contender by fighting other guys, and so we're going to have this match, and then, yeah, Dean wins, I don't like that. I hope we get